Hello, this is Michael from Blue Gem Tarot. That was a very official introduction for the reading. Um, I prepared the reading for you about people's secret thoughts about you. I know this is a go-to type of reading for my channel specifically. Yeah. For it, you have first ring, a red one with an elephant. Second ring is a prayer ring. I don't know what it says. Maybe I'll find out and I'll tell you. Third ring is like a bone ring with four leaves on it or whatever that is. And the fourth ring is a bluish green type of a ring. It reminds me of Labradorite, but it's not. Yeah. Um, Wanted to say a huge thanks for all the support. I got my first donation and I'm so happy for it because I finally saw that it works. It's switched on. Um, yeah, I'm overwhelmed with the logistic of the channel sometimes, and I'm still learning things, but I wanted to express my sincerest appreciation for all the comments, supporting my work and showing that you care, showing even the small signs that it resonates. Only one comment, and it counts for the channel, it counts for the promoting of it, and for the people who genuinely love what I do. That's like what makes me like keep doing it, keep working on it. um, for the private not the private, for the special requests you're sending me, I wanted you to know that I do remember them. I wrote them on a piece of paper. I record things in batch, so I have them prepared, like the whole readings and stuff. I will do separate readings with two stones, two piles for your special requests, and I'll be posting them throughout the week when I have the time because my schedule is very full. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say. Let's jump right into the reading with what are people's secret thoughts about you, starting with pile number one. Okay, pile number one, those of you who chose the red ring with the elephant on it. We have your two cards in here of the first ones: birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being, and you've got as well the Four of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like this pile, you're being thought of, or in secret, they're thinking about the fact that they want to see you, or they feel like you are a trustworthy person. With secret thoughts, it's as if people are pondering very carefully that maybe they should open up. This is a feeling of, also, if you have one, like if this is about a love interest, you've got one specific person thinking about opening up. But in general, I feel like people see you as being very different in the sense that you are loyal and very trustworthy. I don't know, maybe it's because you did something, but the reading or the information that's coming through, it's as if, you are a very light, pure, positive person. And why it's in the secret thoughts, I'm not sure, but it's as if people are beginning to think about the ways in which they can open up to you with the Four of Pentacles being reversed. And it's also a feeling as if they wouldn't normally open up, but with you, it's like they would want to give you a chance for them to open up to you. It's also a combination of cards where it says that people would like to tell you their secrets, and they're secretly thinking about coming closer to you or approaching you in a more like type of a best friends situation scenario. Now, it feels to me like you are not the regular petty person or someone who dramatizes situations a lot, and that makes you very open and pure and open in general to people's like contact, them wanting to contact you, you know. In Secret Thoughts, it's as if they don't want to admit, and this is like a huge demographic that you are really beginning to become really close to them. Like, I don't know, this feels like a very pure energy, to be honest, very non-interferent like type of energy. People see you as being a very non-interference, no drama type of person, you know, very peaceful as well, and goodwill. This is what I feel is coming through with the birthing a new age. It's as if you hold a very pure frequency, meaning that you exude qualities of love or peace or contentment. And secretly, I want to say almost as if people are praying, like pray, you know, like almost like for some it will be like people are praying that you would be occupying a closer space into their life, you know, or there is an anticipation for this pile that people would like to really approach, really would like to see who you are going to end up with, you know. It's almost giving me a fight, like a fight for you, or a fight for your attention specifically, because if we are talking about romance in this pile, if it holds any relevance to you specifically, if you're looking for something of a message like this, people are very, very curious, almost envious and frustrated or in despair that they're not going to be chosen by you. And if this is not a romance reading, or if you're not interested in that, it feels or it seems like people are generally very drawn to you. And it's a secret because I know people don't want to recognize or admit to themselves that they can get attached or that they can catch feelings, romantic and not romantic, because sometimes you can find someone who's like a best friend, or you really want to get to know someone, for example, or you really like someone on a very platonic level, and you just want to like find that or share that connection. I think pile number one doesn't quite realize how welcomed they are secretly, of course, because we have the Four of Pentacles. These are people who are never going to speak their mind on this topic, you know. But a card of spying, a card of finding information, a kind of a card where you'd say people are digging, making a file on you, building like a special storage of information, a case, building a case on you, and trying to somehow like extract knowledge, information, even like about your past, about your relationship status, and you're well liked. And this is like a secret. Again, people don't want you to know this because they feel like you would be in advantage, like in an advantage, you'd have an advantage over them, or they fear like maybe it's like a weakness being perceived. For example, you know, cases where you like someone and you fear that, you know, someone is going to find out, and then people are going to, like, for example, will try to bully that person because, you know, they know you like them. And, you know, situations like this where people would like to keep their attraction, attention, interest in you a secret, but again, it's coming through as I want to be with them, or I want to be close to them, I want to be in close proximity. If you are confused with people around you being cold, but kind of seeking you out, if you are confused with work situations where people are talking about you and you find people discussing you but they don't openly admit that, or you feel like you have an intuition, okay, about this information I gave you, but you can't quite put your finger on it, it's a confirmation that definitely people hold you in good graces without you even knowing it for sure. This is like coming through as a yes, people are, and they are quite pleased to have you in their space. And I want to say, if this is a workspace situation, no matter really, but you brighten people's days with your presence, with your participation in their life. Yeah, this is interesting because it's also gratitude. I don't know what you are bringing to the table specifically because I haven't taken cards for that. But with secret thoughts, it's secretly thinking about you. It's if it's a schedule situation, people are secretly looking at your schedule or trying to find out when you work and when you don't and when you'll be at work. With 44 in here, this card, it's like almost longing. People do have secret like longing for you. Again, romantically wise, this is one person specifically. Both messages are relevant. It seems like the general demographic of people also see you in this light, very attractive. They want to be with you, like they want to take part in this pure energy that you exude. Yeah, people miss you and they don't want to admit it. They don't want to recognize it. This is like you are rolling into someone's thoughts in secret. This person is missing you a lot. I want to say this is like a watcher. This is someone who you wouldn't even recognize them feeling things for you because this feels like a very closed off, but in general, people are missing you. Again, if this is not a romantic message, people are generally, situations where, for example, you work with someone, you get used to that energy, you really feel good, and then this person leaves. And then all of the sudden, you are in this like bad mood because this person went away and it's kind of boring. It's something very similar. It's almost you bring some sort of spark um, to the table when you are being present. And when you leave, it's as if the sun is out, and it's almost like people can't um, put their finger on it. It's a very strange but quite like exciting energy when you're present. And also, it's very interesting because you got this message in the secret thoughts. It's as if people are overthinking or they are constantly like on their mind. It's like that whole idea. Like, I don't know why pile number one is very interesting to have around and why we're so pulled to them. But it's very confusing because we kind of want to be a part of it, we kind of want to be a part of their life. And we're kind of scared because almost like we haven't felt like this for for some it's even ever. It's something about the spell bringing people together or bringing peace or you know peace, harmony, and cooperation and friendliness to the table when you're being present. And we have in here secret admirers, also secret thoughts of people wanting to protect you or step in and save you. So if you would be in trouble or you would be stressed over something or people would see you visibly struggling, I feel like a lot of people who care for you are going to somehow distinctly yet subtly stepping in and kind of ask what's going on and try to like friend in a very friendly, detached, like non-emotional way to make it seem as though we care, like, but not that much, like keeping a distance in here but still genuinely asking what's going on. It's as if people don't want to reveal the whole spectrum of their feelings or their attachments they got over you. And it's puzzling because it's a very strange dualistic energy where I would expect people to be very non-emotional. With the Four of Pentacles, these are people who are very, very non-expressive, also very polite can be. You wouldn't even, you would only be able to read these people with your intuition, where the logic would tell you that these people are basically not giving much. They're not caring as much as I thought. They're not as, yeah, you'd say that these people don't care, you know or you'd say that these people are avoiding you, that they treat you in the same equal way they see and treat the others. But I don't sense that. So I do sense that's the whole facade of things, But I do believe that you don't understand how much closer you sit relative to people in general. And it's like a message confirming that, you know, you're not crazy, or you're not self-centered if you've got intuition, or you've got some sort of messages coming through that people do admire you and they do hold you really close. The Four of Pentacles, not gonna lie, I think this is about a love interest, or with some people, it's like if you were to leave, you would send some people into a breakdown. I also not gonna lie and say that this is attachment that's coming through from people. Almost addiction is urging itself to be sad, you know. Um, Not in the healthiest of ways, but I will say this. If you're planning to leave, if you're planning to somehow change the whole situation, atmosphere of things, be prepared, because you're going to leave some people in shambles in here. And I do see in here broken hearts. I do see in here also people who are going to be shocked, lost chances, people regretting not manifesting themselves fully to you and saying or expressing how much they care or how much they genuinely see you by their side. But I do sense an unfair energy of, you know, pile number one didn't deserve that ignoring, didn't deserve that cold, detached attitude, when in fact people do hold you closer to their heart than you actually realize, or um, than it's being shown, you know. You also got an array of messages there. I feel like there is, like, again, a discrepancy between how much people show and how much they actually care. It says in here you are very close to achieving your goal. Okay. This card, it makes me feel like the trajectory in which you build relationships, they are very slow. People, they show affection or they show that they care in very subtle, slow ways with you, or it's about this love interest I was talking about. Also, things are not what they seem. That's what's coming through, and not in a bad way. I feel like you can jump to conclusions in general too quickly, or you can expect people to reciprocate that pure energy, and sometimes you're beating yourself over for the fact that, you know, it's not happening. Um, I saw a card saying it's time to release negativity. Also, I feel like this would be like triggering the whole situation, could be triggering you as well. Also, it's a time to give rather than receive. I feel like this could be the case where people see you as being very giving, or secretly they don't understand why you're so generous with people in general. But it could also be a message of a warning, saying that you should be giving energy when you feel like you can, or you feel generous to do so. If you feel like you should be withdrawing, then that's definitely the case. I overall am very pleased with the message I see, because it's a very positive secret thoughts kind of a reading, where people are very intrigued and happily like thinking about you in secret, without you being like, let's not spoil pile number one. Let's still see them in action. Let's still like test the grounds and make some experiments, you know, see what's really going on. That's definitely what's coming through. Very interesting energy. Definitely don't buy into the image or the rational conclusion or assumption that you've got over people, and think about the possibility that people are not necessarily showing everything what's on their mind, or that sometimes questions arise when a person is way too detached. Remember that, because when people are genuinely careless or non-attached, they are actually very easygoing. So test this out for you and ask yourself, uh, are these people really detached, indifferent, and cold? And this person specifically, and if they are, wouldn't they be more like easygoing, outgoing? If they are so tense and specifically intent on hiding something or being close to you, then isn't that suspicious? Like, don't you think? Yeah, I think that's all, pile number one. That's all I have for your reading. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope you liked the message and it resonated with you. Make sure to comment below if it did. And subscribe to my channel, leave a like. Yeah, that's all. Take care. Okay, and we're moving to pile number two. You have this prayer ring. Okay. For your pile, I've taken two cards because they were so eager to jump. Three actually. Yeah. We have the first one from the Oracle deck. No. Postpone, wait, pause, say no. And the other two cards I was saying jumping out were the Six of Cups and the Ace of Wands. People's secret thoughts. This is interesting. From judging from the no card, this is a very boundary card for me. And in this situation scenario, it's as if people are starting to realize, or their secret thoughts are that they should not mess with you. I feel like people are secretly thinking about, some are yet testing your boundaries, some are beginning to think in secret about the fact that they realize you can be dangerous, okay? I feel like this is not the first assumption that they came up with. I feel like generally people are seeing you as the Six of Cups, meaning it's a very friendly, pure energy. Almost people are thinking whether you can be taken advantage of. But I genuinely find this amusing because with the Ace of Wands being in reverse, you do have your claws. And I want to say this is not only claws, this is teeth, this is knives, this is a whole array of weapons that you've got, metaphorically speaking. If people get on your bad terms, they kind of remain there. Secret thoughts, people are afraid of ending up in your blocked list, okay? I feel like genuinely people like and care for the aspect of you that is pure, genuine, and almost like childlike in the good way. But they are genuinely also terrified of your inner demons. I think it's funny. I wasn't expecting this, but with the no card, this reminds me of the devil. This genuinely reminds me of the devil energy. I split the deck and we do have the moon. You are very unpredictable. Secretly, people think in a very scared way that you are very unpredictable. The moon card, it's a very foggy, very, I don't understand who this person is. One day I can see them with a Six of Cups, friendly, cooperative, whatever, and the other I'm quite literally afraid of them. Okay. This is very funny, like what I'm gonna say. Because we have a prayer ring, okay, and we have the no card, it's giving me people, when you are fierce, when you are angry or even enraged, people are praying that they are not in your way. And they don't like it. I can definitely say, in the secret thoughts, they are so ran over with the idea that you are intimidating that it frustrates them a lot. I see a power dynamic in here where people are scared of you secretly, but this is so messing with their ego, they don't want to admit it. They don't want to recognize it. They don't want to admit that they're scared. They are genuinely enraged with the fact that someone can make them feel scared, but this is the truth. And with a prayer ring in here, it's like definitely they're praying God, they're praying to God that you are like in good terms with them. And I do sense in here a situation from the past where someone wronged you, and this person is praying for a reconciliation, but not gonna happen. Like, this pile is not gonna budge like this. You're so over abuse, manipulation, BS in general. You give people one chance or maximum a second. A second, it's almost like you are playing with my generosity with this pile, but I gave you all and everything, and I'm not gonna be taken for granted, you know. With the Six of Cups, this reminds me so much about me. This reminds me about my character so much. Like, I can't. I give you at first all I can, all like the best of the best. And if I see if I see BS, I'm withdrawing everything and bye. Like, I'm closing off this chapter. Almost this pile feels the same, where you give like the purest of your energy, like the purest, like the best of your gifts to people, expecting decency in return. And when you see BS, in this case, you can be very, very harsh with people. And with a no, it's like blocked, rejected. Even again, this reminds me of my character so much. You can love someone, you can love them so much, but when you realize that the line has been crossed, it's over. It's over. It's over big time. And with the Ace of Wands, this person has no way of coming back. I don't know what needs to happen for this person to prove themselves worthy again, but it's like with the second chance, again, playing with my generosity, not gonna happen. I feel like people are walking on, like they feel like they're walking on eggshells with you, because again, there is an underestimation with this pile at first, where they think that with this Six of Cups, you're going to be naive or innocent to such an extent, or in your own detriment, that they're going to just swoop in and take what's good and go away. No, I feel like you can be also very ruthless, also violent, because I see in here the thunderstorm, and quite rightfully so. I would expect this pile to have a link to justice, to an inner sense of what's right and wrong, and retribution, karma, what you give, that you receive, holding their ends of the bargain. You can be a person by their own word, keeping your word, keeping your promises, loyalty, dedication, very powerful qualities in here, but for the right people. So if people like I want to say people are on edge, okay? People feel on edge with you because they feel like one wrong move and they're out. And quite rightfully so. Like, I'm not saying it with an attitude of, you're playing it wrong. No, I quite support you in this, because with the Six of Cups, when you present yourself and your energy to people in this pure form, they take it for granted, they take advantage of it, there is no other response than to shut them off. Because this is how people learn. There is no other way, you know? There is no other way people are going to realize that they lost something that was genuinely pure and, on top of things, extremely valuable. Okay? If you did that, if you resonate with the message, I'm with you. I do the same thing. It almost triggers me because it's a huge loss people experience when they get in fights with you, but they don't want to take ownership for the behavior that led to this in the first place. And yeah, with the six, a card number six, yeah, that's interesting. people very much like your energy, what you provide, your, like, I sense in here very intellectual people, also very smart smart people, smart conversation, intellectual conversations. You can be a very multifaceted, multi-talented person also. They're secretly almost like envying you, thinking that you know too much for your age or that you're too talented, even like outshining people in some sort of way. But also there is like secret appreciation and unspoken gratitude, appreciation for your talents, for who you are. I would say people are generally very grateful to have you in their life, but they are very also hesitant almost to express it, or there is like emotional immaturity where people are really not saying how much they feel for you. Unfortunately, that's the reality for this pile. Okay, everything is falling in here. Okay. Hold your vision. Okay. Yeah, power. That's coming through as power to me. I feel like people secretly think that you are a very promising person. I don't know if you express this, but it's giving me a person with a very high potential. And I don't like the word potential because it implies something that needs to happen or you need to take effort, make something work, and if you don't, then it's not an actualized potential. No. With a hold your vision, it's as if we do have an individual in here. I'm talking about the whole group who's watching. You are blossoming. I don't know if you're realizing this or not, but the whole, a rose is a rose from the beginning, from its beginning stages to the end. Um, a rose is a rose when it's even a seed. So the nature of it, like hold your vision, you should believe in yourself to such an extent that you should realize that you are this rose, and your whole unfolding of your character, it's happening in a very uh, natural way. Um, Also, it's like a message of believe in yourself, believe in your boundaries, believe in your own word, believe in your own feelings and your own voice. And with hold your vision, secretly people are admiring you, that's for sure, and respect, that's what's coming through. They want to be a part of your future. They want to be those people who are going to sit there and kind of participate in the vision you've got over your life. And this is not a regular type of energy I see. Uh, Regardless, it can be also that you are a loner and you are very picky with people, and they are secretly thinking about slithering, their way back into your life, getting in good graces and good terms with you again, you know. Hold your vision. It's like what can we do to be a part of this whole story of theirs, you know? But again, lack of ownership, accountability over the relationship with you, but still wanting to take what's the best, from you. I do sense and hear people, like strangers, do think about you, do find you very attractive, very different, very magnetic. And especially the people who get to know you, they have this deep-seated appreciation for the gentleness that you have and for the fierceness that comes into the mix. It's like a whole balance of polarities where you kind of seem very soft, sensitive, and emotional, but when things get sour, you can be bashing. You can be extremely the opposite, and this is coming through as a very noble thing that people are noticing and very surprised thinking about it. Like, I would see generally people at the end of the day or throughout the day thinking, like, how is this person able to be so intimidating where we saw them as so soft and squishy, you know? How can they be so aggressive and at the same time represent such qualities of like purity, kindness, compassion? people as if they see the world in a very blunt and limited way, where they would see a character, and this is like happening on the daily basis, this is not strange. You would say, or you'd see people being or having a very small personality, to be honest, okay, where their emotional expression only ranges from like a typical one or two. Like they can be sometimes moody and sometimes, let's say, passionate, energetic, you know. They don't quite comprehend how it's possible for someone to be so developed character-wise that they can show happiness, sadness, passion, rage, purity, compassion. This is like too big of a spectrum, you know. It's like some people, they would be accustomed to see, let's say, only red and like black and white, let's say, and then all of a sudden you step in and all of the sudden they can perceive red and yellow and black and white and green and violet, and you know, and a more like yellow, a lime, like a green a green to yellow type of you know. It's almost like, why is this person so advanced, like so deep or so complex character wise? This is something new, this is something interesting we haven't seen in a while, you know. And definitely people are intrigued. That I can say for sure. With Hold Your Vision, like people are yet thinking and anticipating your next move, or wanting to see what you're going to do next, because you seem as being very unpredictable. Predictable in your compassion, because people kind of know that, but unpredictable with the way in which you're going to respond with boundaries. This is very interesting. And I want to say a very huge encouragement for this pile. Keep going. I don't want you to look at your life and make assumptions that maybe you did something wrong. You can do that for like being all encompassing with your perspective and being on the lookout for like your own behaviors, seeing whether they are driving people away. But what I'm trying to say in here is the qualities that you possess and the love that you give is not meant to be given to everyone, and not everyone is going to occupy the special VIP seats in your life. And those who will, they better deserve it. And those who will stay there. Those who will fight for it. Those who will maybe not, maybe people are making generally like mistakes, okay? And they kind of in time, maybe they will own up to them and they can redeem themselves. Who knows? Who knows? This could be the second chance, test my generosity type of a case. But the right ones will fight for you. The right ones will appreciate, if not like actively appreciate, they will recognize at least recognize and say like, I see you, I understand you, I understand the value that you bring. The rest, they don't have the slightest right to leave a speck of dust into your life. Like obliterating the F out of, like these people, obliterating them out of your life. No, no compromise. This pile has the quality and the value of someone who should be very careful who they let in, and the kind of the people, the caliber of people who has to be very high standards for the love and for the energy that you bring to the table, because there is no other way. If the other way is going to happen, you're going to be undervalued, you're going to present something that is going to be misunderstood and not valued at its purest, highest form. Yeah, that was all pile number 2. That was a very intense reading. Thanks for triggering me. See you next time. Make sure to comment below that you're pile number 2. I'd be glad to hear from you, and yeah. Like the video, share, subscribe, whatever you want. Take care. Hello and welcome pile number 3. Those of you who chose the bone ring. Let's see what people are secretly thinking about you or their secret thoughts of you. The first card we got is Share Your Voice. Come out of the cave, persecution, expression. I saw the Page of Pentacles as well for this pile in reverse, and I feel like, you come off as really sheltered, hiding somehow, or you're not expressing, because we do have in here Share Your Voice. So hear me out, people's secret thoughts. You do have something very special, very powerful or interesting to say, but you're not saying it, and people are somehow speculating. I don't know whether it is a work situation. It will resonate for you in your specific case, but right now it's about people being curious about your opinion. This is also about an information of pile number 3 has so much on their mind, and it's both good and bad. People are very interested to find out what's going on. What are you thinking? What are you really thinking? With the water representation in here from the first card, I can only guess that people do see your reactions somehow, like they're very closely observed, very well guarded or filtered, because we do have in here Come Out of the Cave, persecution and expression, but it's a little bit hesitant. So it can be the case that you're not expressing, you're not saying, as I said, what's on your mind. This is Hermit energy, but there is also eagerness from people to find out what's going on. And not only that, this is coming through as you being very resourceful, or you being very talented or skilled at something that you're not saying or you're not expressing. This is also a message of you do have some talents that you're not right now using. Okay, so it's as if, people like, this is an energy of like a hidden talented person who's avoiding the stage. Or if this is not the stage, this could be a metaphorical message, by the way. You're not taking on the lead, you're not taking on the initiative, and people are secretly thinking about the fact that, we got so many expressive and even like not so intelligent people express their opinion and their like skill, whatever, which for some, like, it's definitely giving me a work situation where if you were to step up and say what's on your mind, you would be way more ahead of the game than the rest of the people. But again, because the page in here is in reverse, it's as if you're not doing that. You're not taking the initiative, you're not speaking what's on your mind. This could be about also like unspoken words. And I saw there the Seven of Pentacles. It's as if this pile has this innate quality of perfectionism to such a degree that they sabotage, But it's very contradictory, It's specifically frustrating for this pile because it's as if they don't recognize their own excellence, or they can be so worked up in their idea of right, wrong, how it should and shouldn't be. Again, perfectionism, that they don't even get the chance to express or to take action. I feel like we're dealing here with very original people. This could be game changers in the sense where if you pick something up, you do it in a way that's very special. And again, it's also the way in which you do it, it has never been done before. This is what's coming through. So this is generally, as I'm tapping into it more, is becoming really frustrating because the only thing that's holding you back in this case, it's some sort of self-limiting thing, self-limiting program, or it's really holding, like something is definitely holding pile number 3 back. And it's a very pervasive, a very self, from the self coming through, you know. It's annoying because I do sense in here a lot of attention, a lot of people objectively recognizing you as more than you see yourself as. And with this comes a lot of like not going into the like missed opportunity, but because the opportunities are, I believe, are there always and they kind of get refreshed. But for you, it's like the starting point always. Like always the starting point, always unsure, always I don't know if I will do it correctly. I don't know if I'll succeed at it, you know. I want to say the correct assessment or the right way in which you are being seen, like objectively, it's like from people's perspective in here. And with secret thoughts, it's even a feeling of people know that you are going to go ahead in life very far, very far, very promising individual. They know it's written like in your DNA. This is their secret thoughts. This is like a assessment of your skill, power, whatever this is. But why is it that you are the last one to recognize it? It's beyond me. And again, I see myself in this as well. It's like I can't rely on, I can't step up, you know? It's like I can't step up into this world fully for who I am because I fear I don't have like a support system or someone who would believe in me. And this pile, you do have so many people supporting you, but it's not even like actively supporting you. It's just merely people showing up, seeing what you're capable of, and congratulating you and saying that, you know, you should be doing that. It's almost like you can't help but shine through. We do have this figure in here in the cave who is basically like, if you look closely, her hoodie, whatever that is, it's made out of stars. So it's like, why would you shine in a cave where you're definitely meant to shine outside, you know? Guardedness, like not letting people in, or you could be someone who's focused on work or on something really small where it doesn't represent your full value, okay? This is very, very strange. I don't know how or what's the, okay, 10 of Wands. I feel like this is also a message that you shouldn't stress out about this. This is more like a confirmation of your worth, and to know that people's secret thoughts are they are even more like focused on your value than yours are right now. With the 10 of Wands, this is like a journey of evolution, and it's definitely a growing process, transformational process. Nine of Pentacles. I see you coming to the realization of, like, you know, I'm worth more than I thought. And it might come off as like messages from people or people's compliments. This is definitely something this pal can receive. And as a result, I feel like you are going to feel finally that you are someone who you should be proud of. Again, strength in reverse. I feel like this pile has self-image issues in regards to not seeing yourself from the good ways or from the good standpoints. These are the people who weren't given the compliments when they were needed, like from the family, from the close group. These are the people who were only criticized, and they genuinely don't know their worth. And I want to say, um, think of how powerful your worth is if your worth is being reflected in people's secret thoughts. This is also envy in here. from the shadow perspective. So people are envious about the new beginnings or the quality of your new beginnings that you bring to the table. And think about this. So why is it that, you're the last person to believe in yourself? But I guess it's only natural because I know these patterns so well that it's basically not even surprising for myself. Don't dim to fit in. Again, like this this when this happens, this is so hilarious because don't dim to fit in. It's like how you're dimming your light in order to fit in. How are you trying to be like everyone else, or how are you playing small, right? And I'm fascinated how these cards are completing my message. Usually, when you read the cards, you can get a different one. But when it happens that it confirms what you were talking about in the first place, it's like the whole synchronicity, like I'm saying the right thing. And look at this card and realize that we got three figures covering their eyes. Like spiritually, from a spiritual standpoint, you're not seeing yourself clearly. You're not seeing yourself for who you are. That means you are filtering your perception of yourself through some sort of self-limiting belief. I'm not good enough. I don't know what's my worth. And it's very emotional at that, I can say. I love what I see. The other card says prosperity lies ahead. By the way, you'll be seeing the whole image with all the cards I've taken for your reading. I'm taking them gradually. That way I can ensure I can get the most out of the channeled messages. Prosperity lies ahead. Both ways this goes. You are yet to discover how worthy you are. This will, and what does this mean? Because I hate the vague messages. With prosperity, it's going to be mirrored through compliments, through words of assurance, and as well money. This pile will discover their worth by the way in which the people react to the quality of the things that you provide or from the popularity. With prosperity as well lies ahead. These are, let's not forget, the secret thoughts. People see you as someone who's going to go very, very far. This is also secret envy, and this is also looking at you, looking, spying, what's going on. Let's try to dig up information about what's going on into their life. This kind of thing, where people are looking, what's your next step. A lot of people know that you are in this cave energy, share your voice card, where you are not fully taking action. They are waiting for the moment in which you're going to step up, and they are already trying to measure your success, count your money, and count your blessings. And quite envious about it, I can say. There is also a message of how do they not know? Like how they're so oblivious? How do they not know that they are so capable or talented? Almost disbelief. Like this is so hilarious and at the same time sad for me because it's a situation where you think this person, like, look at them, they know this, they have this skill, they have this ability, and this could not only be the things that you learned in life, but this could be also innate. So you could be a very good communicator, you could be a very social person, you could be also someone who knows a deal of like a number of languages. So you could also be an artistic person, for example, or someone who has, I don't know, another skill of managing money, or a visionary, whatever that means for you. And people are like looking at that and kind of a little bit scared. At the same time, they are in disbelief, like how is this person not implementing these things into their life? Also, yeah, mask card. Pile number 3. I don't know what should I do with this message. This is coming through as a richness of your inner world, and people can sense the sparks. This is I feel like people feel you, they feel what you're made of, they are in disbelief that you are wearing a mask, where beneath that mask, you have a raw self that is capable of bringing so much quality in your life, and you're still wearing the mask, you're still hesitant, you're still carrying that whole three cards. I'm literally surprised. We have the energy I told you about, the hermit, where you're hesitant to show yourself up. Don't deem to fit in. Again, covering eyes, covering the face. The message repeating itself that you are not showing the world your authentic self, or this is about your inner world not being expressed. And we have this 48th card, which again shows a person wearing a mask and hiding, I guess, because a mask always hides something. And this 34 card, where someone has such a richness of in their presence, in their whole energy vibe. So, not gonna lie, have you heard about everyone is like a mini version of a universe, which is just as well as infinite and infinite, boundless, very beautiful. It's fascinating and sad, very saddening, how you are putting stops and obstacles into the actualization and re- revelation of that universe. And I want to say this is a mix of like your spiritual guides saying things, spirit interfering in the reading, but it's someone who hasn't realized their worth, and when you're going to realize it's going to be a shock, and people are already feeling the waves, the small waves of what you are, what you represent. You have forgotten because of your imprinting, because of your programming, because of your childhood, by the way, because we do have in here a young card. And with the Page of Pentacles as well, something that came through, and prosperity, the amount of income or abundance, prosperity you do have right now is not a representative of who you are. This reading, if you have everything settled in money, or if you have money in general, and this is not about you, this can be about leveling up that. Meaning that you can make a lot of money, but you can be stressed out. If not, then this is money plus recognition, plus gratitude, plus social like interactions where people are grateful for who you are and what you bring to the world, right? So whatever prosperity means for you individually, it's yet to be revealed to you in very spontaneous and unexpected ways. I'm genuinely fascinated and surprised about the energy from this pile, because this is literally the case where, it reminded me from childhood, where a person is not backed up with compliments, with validation that what they bring in the world is very worthy and very beautiful and unique, and there will be nothing like this ever. And it's like I want to take this pile. Like, again, I don't want to get triggered, but I want to take this pile forcibly and express. Like, I want to take them and throw them into the world and be themselves, and see how the world, like, do what makes you feel good, If this is singing, if this is something you want to pursue, like, this pile is in need of tough love, where it's almost like intimidating love, where you take that person and you bash all the programs that they have accumulated. So it's like If this is a hermit person I was describing, that would be taking you out, throwing you into the world, of course, triggering you, but then gently and lovingly waiting for you to process all of this and seeing that the world didn't end and you ended up not only with friends, not only with recognition and people genuinely liking who you are, but taking you out, all of you, from this pile, out of this zone of doubt, hesitation. I don't know if I'm gonna like it or the world is gonna like it, you know. It's literally yeah, I'm not kidding. So it's um the sheer realization that this could go in a very funny or humorous way, it's even more triggering. Like, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Like, these are the piles you are going to throw into the stage and make them sing and do it in a freestyle type of way. And you're going to see them blush. You're going to see them embarrassed, whatever. Like, I could literally, I would want to create a tower moment where you would feel so bad by being exposed that it's going to be a total shock for you. You're going to relive the whole rejection, whole childhood thing, situation from the past, but you're going to come out anew and with a whole like leap of faith type of thing where you are like grateful for it all as a result because you pushed that barrier aside. Of course, self-love is a priority, but it was definitely a thing I wanted to share with you because it's not the end of the world, and you have to understand that you are not the lost case. You are not someone who doesn't deserve or who doesn't deserve love, or there is nothing about you that is so rejectable. There is nothing about you that's so unlovable or wrong that you shouldn't step up, you know? Yeah. See me in the other videos where I'm gonna be picking up on this, but it's you should have like really close friends who would understand what I was talking about. And you know, it's also that case where, for example, you love someone, let's say like I saw you loving, you like someone or you having feelings for someone, but you're too scared to step up. And because I'm so indifferent to this, like I don't have feelings for this person, I would definitely be that friend who would just go there, um, read the information whether this person is also interested, be best friends with them, uh, enter their friend zone, and then push you together to be like in a relationship. Like, if I would know for sure, you know, like, don't judge me, but this is like a metaphor of sorts. Like, I hate it when there is no action where two people, for example, love each other, or where obviously we see that someone is hesitant to um, love themselves, to step into their power, to step into their abundance, right? This is what I saw in here. Anyways, don't hate on me. That's only a message, a story you should be understanding and realizing what needs to be processed, understood for this situation to level up. And I'm most certain it will eventually, like everything does. That was all pile number 3. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I really hope to see you in the future videos. Take care. Okay, pile number 4. I love the cards that I see. Which I see, that I see. I don't care. We do have the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold, and Im Rama, where are you being called to journey to? And we have the Ace of Wands. What are people secretly thinking about you? Secret thoughts. They think that you are a representative of a rare case where you can be both very light, sensitive, loving, and kind and compassionate. And sometimes you can be soul crushing. You know, it's giving me like, it really depends on my mood, you know. Definitely very intense people. I don't know. This could be literally any zodiac sign, but very dark and very light at the same time. Very pure and innocent, very fierce and powerful and intimidating at times. And it almost like all depends on your rush or of like energy, power, mood. This is also coming through. Ace of Wands, people think that you are very like, yeah, my mood is shifting. I could be moody, but I mean well. Um, I don't know what's a dark empath. I don't know what this is, but from my guesses for this reading, I would expect someone to be very sensitive, connected to nature, um, both that, but again, very dark also, where you can be very aware of your shadow as well, or you do have sides in you that are scary for people. With secret thoughts, people don't want to dip or delve into the relationship or into you way too much because it feels like they are going to drown. Okay, I feel like they see you as being very opinionated and I do what I want kind of energy, but I do invite also kindness, and I can be kind, reasonable, sensitive when I want or when I'm not moody, you know. Um, I see a very welcoming person, a very open person, but not too open, let's say. With secret thoughts, it's like people are curious, they want to get like in this into this fortress which is very pinkish, white, pure light, whatever, but they don't realize that this temple does have its own dark places and places that they are not brave enough, they cannot brace themselves to go there. And this is talking about definitely mystery. This is talking about the occult. This pile could be into that, you know. Um, yeah, it's definitely giving me an energy of you being someone who is not saying everything, who's holding a lot of secrets, and why this pile comes out as conflictual in a way where you could be, and this is like not necessarily bad, but it's like you could get into a fight for the sake of amusement or for the sake of amusing yourself, or you could be intimidating if you feel like it, you know. And this is funny because you do have some very reluctant people to approach you. And I'm not gonna lie, this is both respect, love, admiration, but guardedness. So people's secret thoughts are like this pile, like pile number 4 is so seductive in their energy. We so want to approach them, but when we do, we kind of are scared. Um, how do you say that? Yeah, you can say that because it's a curse word, but they're scared. And they're quite scared. I want to say something about you is very fierce and intimidating to people, and they cannot get over it because they can't quite put their finger on what's happening, but they are afraid of you. They are afraid, and this is coming through with the Five of Cups as being disappointed, rejected, hushed. I don't silenced. Like it's silenced. I don't know. This pile, it's as if you do have the ability to silence people or to be very harsh with your words, but it's not because you hate them, because you're a very truthful person and you see through people like an X-ray. Why is this? Oh my God, no, no way. We do have the Knight of Swords. People are afraid. I thought this is a side thing, a message. I would consider people seeing you as passionate, and this passion going into anger, rage, whatever. But I would expect you to intimidate the people that you love. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm clueless because I'm definitely not doing the same thing. Um, yeah, I don't know how you can be like this. Let's see what else. I would say, oh God, I would say, oh God, nine. This is giving me Nine of Swords. You do have admirers in here. I want to say this is not only one person, but we do have the strength of the feelings or the depth of the feelings of one specific person in here. And could we clarify this for me to not lose my mind? Oh God. We do have one individual in here, secret thoughts, and this person is too afraid of you, but they are in love with you head over heels. And you would expect, like, you would see this girl under the umbrella, and the first thing I saw was this star bouncing off. I would say, funnily enough, this person has this attitude of them being so like good. Okay, this is like, I'm so like proud of what I represent. But when it comes to approaching you, it's kind of the opposite, and they are afraid of being brushed off. And this person is heavily dealing with feelings for you, but alone. And I would expect you to not either know this, or if you know, you're like, yeah, I'm done with this already. Don't even mention it because I hate it. Yeah, it's as if you know who I'm talking about. If not, if you don't know, then you most likely are not even sure who this one is because they are sheltering, hiding, and running away from their feelings. Yeah, whatever. We have what do you need to release? Yeah, heavy thoughts, not only from this person, but in general, people. Like, I would expect you to be the center of attention or the center of the gossip or the whole story of, people are talking about this pile big time. Yeah, you're definitely like a celebrity when it comes to gossip, whatever. Or you could be someone who is very popular as well, but this person, like specifically this person, I don't know who this is, who that person is. The devil in reverse. This one is trying to separate from you, like they're running away from their feelings and from you, like they would be running away from the devil himself. Can I please have this card? Okay, yeah, that's clear. We're done with this. At least I am. Um, Six of Cups in reverse. This person is either working with you, you are in close proximity. This is someone who has feelings for you, but they play off as friendly and they play off as, I don't have anything for you. Yeah, whatever. Can we have a break from romance stuff? I was in here for the secret thoughts. Okay, this pile is going, not this pile. This deck with cats is in timeout. I'm tired of love messages. Um, yeah. Uh, Knight of Pentacles last message for this love thing. This person is afraid of being turned away from you or rejected, or you're going to see them as too small for even accepting an offer. These, oh my God, this is a very genuine person when it comes to the feelings for you. Um, they are very pure, they are very deep, and they are also maybe not very mature, but the intentions are for a very long term thing, or they keep you as someone who's very important for them, or someone they would rather build a very stable thing with. Yeah, I hope this deck is proud of itself, because I don't like going off topic. Maybe I do, but not today. Okay, what else? Yeah, we do have in here stalkers, people who want to know you better. Again, people who want to know you better on deeper level. I see you as being very attractive or very magnetic or both, um, where they want to get to know you on a deeper level. So if you work with these people, if you are in work situations with these ones, and you're genuinely like doing life, you can have people showing up and asking you questions, asking you what it is that you're thinking of, thinking about you, like pondering, asking very personal questions again for some of you. But it's definitely a feeling of, I want to know um, details about their personal life, about whether you are single or not. This is interesting. Secret thoughts, it's about somehow sliding in and getting into your life. Yeah, this is the energy that I'm reading in here. It's also secret desire to be taken in, as like in a friendly like setup, or like someone wishing they would be best friends with you. What's this Empress doing in here? Yeah, I have a feeling that this pile is very desired, and as well very highly thought of, in silence, in secret. I feel like there is also competition and comparison thinking. Also, you do come off, or people are secretly thinking about the fact that you do have a lot of money, or that you are capable of creating a lot of income, or that you are generally a very successful person, and they can't help but think that they are outshined by you for some reason. They feel like they're not going to be good enough ever, or they are genuinely clueless as to what makes you so vibrant. So it's coming through as so so unique. It's also giving me they don't know what you're doing in here, because it's like this person should be in places where they would be more recognized for what they are. Um, they see you as someone as well in secret who is mature, and even if you are sensitive, open, emotional can be also, um, you are not afraid to say what's on your mind, what's like, you're very opinionated again, and someone who would rather be left alone than to be in a wrong relationship. Very hesitant. Like, I want to say this, pile, you do have people out there very interested in you, like detail oriented interested. Let's find information about them interested, that kind of thing. But the price to pay if they're going to make a wrong move is way too much. And this person, again, like this one individual, okay, that has caught feelings for you, this is someone who's very closed off. This is someone who's silent, who I would expect, if you can read people, this person to be almost, even for you, very hard to read, because they come off as a very suppressed emotionally type of person, but they can't help but feel things for you, and they feel like they are a little bit out of your league, because we do have in here you being the Empress and this person being in the 9, which is, I don't know, whatever this is. um, can I have a clarification for this whole wonderful situation? The Magician in reverse. Okay, so this person does represent or has a caliber, but the things they feel in comparison with you or in your presence makes them feel really somehow inferior or not good enough, or as if they have a lot of things to work through, grow up, and be a worthy match for you. Still, for now, we do have not only secret thoughts from this person of desire, but also very genuine love, feelings, attachment, and lovers. This is like very pure, very innocent, and genuine, deep feelings for you. One last message for, in general, what are people thinking? They say you're not showing your emotions. They say that you are not as expressive or as compassionate or kind as you could be, but this is none of their business. This is your choice, your decision to filter who deserves that love and who doesn't, and this is fine. This is not something that you should be concerning yourself with. There is much ahead. Secret thoughts. People think that there is much ahead of you, that you are yet to step up into your full power, and they are wanting to be in like your friends list already for them to not miss out. Yeah, for them to not miss out on whatever it is that you are going to be succeeding at. They say that you are a very long, like term, success oriented person, or you're going to go far, and they want to be by your side when that is going to happen, or at least be worthy enough to be recognized as someone that you met, like someone who was a part of their life at some point, and that they can be proud that they like felt your energy at some point, they met you and they knew you. So this is, yeah, something. So that was all pile number 4. I do hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the future reading. Bye.